Okay, so it's going to be another one of those real time drawing things like I did last time. Well, last time I did this was October during Inktober, where I drew a couple of cartoon dogs. That was just for its own sake. In this case, I'm actually going to try to draw an avatar for a character in a game I'm going to be playing starting next week. Um, and I'll try to tell you a little bit about it as I draw. We'll see how well I do. Because the fact of the matter is, I'm not sure how well I'm going to draw this period, let alone while trying to tell you what it is I'm drawing. So, as before, using a pen against my better judgment, or other people's better judgment. I don't know if I'm probably going to try to see if I can flip this. So if you're seeing the picture the right direction, you'll know I managed to flip it. If not, then I didn't. Anyway, so what I'm trying to draw is a half orc. For the game system D&D 3.5 actually, which I haven't played in a while. Have been playing Pathfinder with some friends for about a decade now, actually. But I'm playing with some people online, people I've known for, 15, almost 20 years. Maybe not quite. Going to be doing online. And just basically came up with this idea. Of a, well, I can't say a whole lot because I don't know who else watching this. But there's more to this half orc than meets the eye, we'll say. And these peoples don't look right. That's okay. Not really good at anything approaching realism. I don't know what I was trying here, but not sure if he actually looks like that. I'll figure it out. I have a week still to figure this out. Played a test run tonight, and all things considered, it went okay. Pretty good, actually. I'm always nervous with a new group of people because you have to learn their ins and outs, their quirks. It's fun, and it had been a while since I'd had a new GM. I've been playing with the same GMs for so long that you start to predict what they're going to do, what they're not going to do. And that takes a little bit of the fun of it. And some of you watching this might not have any clue what I'm talking about. But if you've ever played like a computer role-playing game like Neverwinter Nights, Baldur's Gate, or even something modern like Mass Effect, those are almost like what we do, only there's no computer. Computer is basically the GM, the person in control. It's okay. This is way. The head is way bigger than I intended. I wanted to make the whole body, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. And I didn't mean to do his chin. I forgot he had a goatee. I don't know if he has a. Maybe he's a Fu Manchu. How's that politically correct? Is it to call it that? I don't know what the right word is for it, but yeah, I'm gonna have to work on this. Anyway, this is supposed to be a mohawk, but it just looks like poofy hair. I'll definitely have to fix that. This is a rough draft. This is the first take, so it's bound to be. I don't know that he looks orcish enough. He's a half orc, but he's supposed to be. I already had established that he's supposed to look more like an orc than a half orc. Orc on his father's side. He's trying to go for an understanding looking half orc. I can't tell if I managed that or not. And the goatee is way gone too far. It's supposed to be smaller. I'll have to make a new version of this because this is not going quite the way I'd hoped. This is a bag. In case you're wondering what I'm doing. Giving him a pageant scarf or sash. It's like a what do you call it? Courier bag? I don't know. There's a word for it. It's just not coming to me. But it's draped around. He's got it draped around his shoulder. And he's at the start of the game, he doesn't have any armor because he escaped from a cage. As you can tell, I don't tend to draw people, or I don't tend to draw muscles very often. I definitely don't have a frame of reference from the mirror. So, but this guy, he's about as strong as they come. Like it's generally on a scale of 1 to 20, and he's a 20. So he should be pretty muscular, and you can't really tell from this picture, but he's like 6'7". I don't know how to draw abs. Yeah, I'll probably have to look at some kind of reference photos instead of doing this all freehand. Do I give him nipples? I don't know. I don't feel like it's super important, but I mean, let's see. There's stuff sticking out of the bag. There's a dagger. This is a poorly drawn dagger. That's supposed to be the hilt. You can't actually see the rest of the dagger. But trust me, this is a dagger. I don't. Let's color this in. It looks weird. Scribbles because it's paperwork. Shoot. Yeah, we'll say his hand is gripping this. big this bag is. But I've been really silent, I think, more than I intended. Now it looks like a basket. Looks like the dog's thing, the bed, the wicker bed I drew last time. I'm out of practice. When I did the dog bed in October, I'd already been drawing for a while. Whereas this is literally the first thing I've drawn in, I almost want to say, in 2021. I don't know. Not sure. He's probably hairy, but I don't feel like drawing the hair right now. And it's lopsided. He might have veins. I don't know if that's only for steroid people. I don't know. I don't know the nature of his muscles. Anyway, so it's not too bad. It doesn't quite look how I pictured him. I'm gonna have to redo this, but what the heck? He's got 4 levels of barbarian and 1 level of rogue for reasons that become relevant in the game. I will say that he has amnesia, which sounds really tropey. I get that, but there are reasons. It's not generic. It's actually based. I did a test run with the GM tonight, and turns out it's a lot harder to play an amnesiac than I thought it would, because there's so much that you don't know, and I just and there's other things that I had to keep in mind. It's a very despite how it looks and despite how I've failed to adequately describe it, it's one of the more complicated characters I've actually played. Hopefully it'll get easier as I go on, but I don't know how much shadow this should have. I don't know what the light source is. I didn't really figure that out when I started drawing. Clearly must be over here somewhere. He probably has, you know what? Let's give him a scar. Why not? He probably has some. And we'll say this is a scar too. Maybe not. I don't know. Because he has amnesia, I don't know what all he's had to deal with. I deliberately put that in the hands of the GM. He's going to decide some of those details, and I'll find out along the way. That might be a spoiler, but there's more going on that's far more spoilery. Not that you care. Yeah, that's so yeah, dagger, paperwork that he can't read. I need to work on how to draw bags. I clearly don't even know how they're constructed. Like, this doesn't, try not to just insult myself, but like, this looks like the strap to a backpack, which probably wouldn't have existed in this reality. And probably should have not had him go this far out, but I don't know. I mean, he's got a strength of 20, which is insane. The average person has a strength of 10 in this system. So, yeah, this is close to what I want. Actually, it doesn't look orcish enough. He almost looks human. I wanted him to be big and hulking, but have vaguely intelligent eyes. I was trying to make him look different colors too, but since I only draw in black and white, generally, didn't really come across. But these are two different color eyes. One's blue and one's brown, I think. And that was something that GM decided. And I think I get why. I'm not 100% sure why, but we'll find out. So, shadow. Yeah, let's put half his face in shadow. Why not? That's a thing, right? Okay. And maybe a shadow underneath this strap. Since we already determined the light's coming from over here, right? I mean, to be fair to myself, I could have done worse. I never claimed to be a expert artist. I would never advise watching me as a learning method. But I make it up as I go along way too much. So, yeah. So there's the his name is Glawdorn Fell, but he doesn't know it. Alright, that's it. This has been long enough. I might trim this down. We'll see. Thanks for watching. If the mouse will cooperate.